What is your name?
My name is Claudio Cabrera.
What is racism?
It's hard to describe, but in my opinion, being a racist is disrespect the other, is do not understand what a human being is, and believe that you are more important than the other person. I think also a person that is racist is also very selfish too.
Have you experienced racism?
No, not really. I haven't in United States for 6 years, and since I came here, and that was the first time that I started hearing about the strong idea of racism. I'm from a small country in South America when people from different religions, different races, different ideologies can coexist very well. I always talk with my students about the idea that in South America, for example, we don't have a word to define what bullying means because we don't have bullying. And also, when we talk with other people, we understand that even though we are saying something that can be a little bit disrespectful sometimes, the people do not react in a bad way. I think that there's like a mutual understanding in the way that the people react and coexist between each other. But since I came to the United States, luckily I didn't have any situation where I can consider like a racism. However, I can see that sometimes when I hear from other people is a lack of understanding, and sometimes is I feel that the people is a little bit ignorant, and I want that word to sound very rude, but it's what I feel sometimes when people listen to me speaking Spanish, and people come and say, "You're from Mexico. Are you from Mexico? Are you Mexican?" And I say, "No, I'm not from Mexico. I'm from Uruguay." Uruguay is and the people say, "What is Uruguay?" I say, "Uruguay is a country in South America, a small country." And I feel, I don't consider that racism. I consider that like a lack of knowledge about that. But I always ask my student, what about if you are one day walking in the street and somebody hear that you are speaking in English and tell you, "Are you from Canada?" And you want to say, "No, I'm from United States. I'm not from Canada." Well, that's the way that I feel when the people tell me if I'm from Mexico or if I'm from Guatemala. I have completely respect for every other countries, but I want the people to know that I'm from Uruguay. That's the only thing that I hear sometimes here in the United States, but I never feel disrespected or something like that at all.
Do you think there is racism at St. John's?
No, I don't think so. I have been here for 4 years, and I never heard any situation. I never hear any situation that can involve racism. I think one of the good things about St. John's is the idea that we can coexist. We have people here from different countries, from different ideologies, different religion, different color of skin, and the people can coexist. They have their lunches together, they are friends, they play sports together, and they can respect each other. And I think that's one of the most important values that we share here in St. John's, the idea to be a man for others, and I think that the people understand that. And I'm proud to be part of St. John's. I think I have been in the United States for a few years, and I know how difficult it is for the people coexist here. There's words that are banned. There's words that you cannot say here in the United States because it can be super offensive. For me, it was something completely new when I came here. And again, from a society where we don't have racism, start to understand the way that the society works, when there's words that you cannot say, when there's ways and you need to act, there's a kind of religions that you need to do something and other different things. It's hard to adapt when you are from outside. And when I came to St. John's, I always feel super welcome, and people were flexible, trying to understand that I was from a different culture, and I need to try to understand the ways that it works here. So I don't think that there's racism here. At least I never see something like that, and I feel very proud of that.
How do we combat racism?
There's two ways. I think I can tell you the way that we fight racism or fight different ideologies from my culture, but I think it's really difficult in United States for all the background that we have. And you guys will know more than me about the history of this country, but I know that we have a very strong history related with slavery and all the stuff, so it's so hard to forget those kind of stuff. So I believe that's why racism is a very important thing. But in South America, when we don't have those strong things, the best way to find and to fight against racism is two things. I believe that don't react in the way that the people want to react. What I want to say with this is if somebody says something in order to make everybody angry, if you keep reacting like that, people is gonna keep doing it. If you tell me you're Latin, you speak Spanish, you're an illegal immigrant, for example, which is not true, but people can say that to me because I speak a different language or because I have a different accent or my skin is a little bit darker, I don't know. And the people tell me you're an illegal immigrant, I react with violence, people will keep doing that because that's what they are looking for. But if I say, no, I'm not an illegal immigrant, actually I'm a legal immigrant, and I can explain that thing to that person, and they, okay, I understand now. I think sometimes the people is ignorant and they say things because